Hey, what's up, guys? As you guys read the title of the video, I will be naming all the cities from all over the world according to this this page, this website I found on Google. It is currently right now, I don't know if you guys can see this. Actually, it's really small. Let me open up my phone. It is currently 4:38 p.m. in the afternoon. So, just here we go. Let's jump in. Also, I apologize in advance if I mispronounce the city. There are different countries, different languages, different pronunciations. So I don't care if I mess up. All right, I'm gonna try my best. But here we go. Starting with A's. A Coruña, Aachen, Aarhus, Abbeville, Aberdeen, UK, Aberdeen, South Dakota, Aberdeen, Washington, Abidjan, Abilene, Abu Dhabi, Abuja, Acapulco, Accra, Adamstown, Addis Ababa, Adelaide, Adelboden, Agadir, Agden, Agen, Agios Nikolaos, Agra, Agrigento, Agropoli, Ahmedabad, Aigues Mortis, Aix en Provence, Aix les Bains, Ajaccio, Ajman, Akron, Al Ain, Alameda, Alanya, Alaro, Albacete, Albany, Albenga, Albi, Albufeira, Albuquerque, Alcudia, Aleppo, Alexandria, Alexandria, US, Alexandria, Egypt, Algeciras, Alghero, Algiers, Alicante, Alkmaar, Allentown, Almaty, Alofi, Alpe de Huez, Alta Badia, Altea, Altuna, Amagansett, Amalfi, Amapala, Amarillo, Ambon, Amersfoort, Amiens, Amen, Amsterdam, Anaheim, Arcage, Ancona, Andalo, Andermatt, Andorra la Bella, Andracht, Andria, Angeles City, Angers. Yeah, sounds like that city is very angry. Angoulême, Ancra, Ann Arbor, Anna Maria City, Annapolis, Anexeve, Antaila, Antananarivo, Antibes, Antigua Guatemala, Antwerp, Anzio, Aonang, Aosta, Apalachicola, Apeldoorn, Apia, Appleton, Agaba, Aracaju, Arcajón, Arcachón, Arenzano, Arequipa, Arezzo, Argostoli, Arica, Arles, Arlington, Virginia, Arlington, Texas, Armagh, Armhen, Arroz, Arras, Arrecife, Arta, Asbury Park, Ascoli Piceno, Ascona, Astud, Ashgabat, Ashkelon, Asmera, Aspen, Asti, Astoria, Asunción, Atafu, Athens, Athlone, Atlanta, Atlantic Beach, New York, Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, Atlantic City, Atuana, Auckland, Augsburg, Augsburg, Augusta, Georgia, Augusta, Maine, Aurora, Colorado, Aurora, Illinois, Austin, Auxerre, Avalon, California, Avalon, New Jersey, Avarua, Avatoru, Aviero, Avellino, Avignon, Avila Beach, Avon, one of those, Avoriaz, Azamer Lizu, Ayanapa, Azusa. Bad Gastein, sounds like a terrible place to live, but it's called Bad. Bad Hofgenstein, not very creative there when they named that city there, because they just copied the other one. Baden, Baghdad, Bayona, Bakersfield, Baku, Bald Head Island, interesting, Baltimore, Bamako, Banda Aceh, Bandar Seri Begawan, Bandol, Banaf, Bang Tao Beach, Bangalore, Bangkok, Bangor, Bangui, Banjul, Bar Harbor, Barcelona, Bari, Barletta, Barnegat Lights, Barnum Islands, Berry, Barstow, Basel, Basie, Basseterre, Bastia, Bata, Batam, Bath, Baton Rouge, Batu, Batumil, Bayonne, Beach Haven, Bear Island, Beaufort, Beaulieu-sur-Mer, Beaumont, Biune, Beersheba, Beijing, Beirut, Belek, Belfast, Belfort, Belgrade, Belize City, Bellingham, Belizona, Belluno, Belmopan, Belo Horizonte, Bemidji, Benalmadena, Bend, Bendigo, Benevento, Banicasim, Benidorm, Bergamo, Bergen, Bergenrack, Berlin, Bern, Besançon, Bethlehem, Beverly Hills, Beziers, Biarritz, Bienen, Bielefeld, Biella, Big Bear Lake, Big Pine Key, Big Sur, Bilbao, Billings, Biloxi, Birmingham, UK, Birmingham, the US, Bishkek, Bismarck, Bissau, Blaines, Bled, Blois, Bloomington, Blumenau, Boca Chica, Boca Grande, Boca Raton, Bodrum, Bogota, Bois, Bologna, Bolzano, Bonifacio, Bonn, Beaufort, Bordeaux. Is that right for my French? Is that French word? I don't know what I was going to say from my French people. Bordignera, Bormio, Boston, Boulder, Boulogne-sur-Mer. I feel like I completely destroyed that one. Bourges, Bowling Green, Boynton Beach, Bosman, Bradenton Beach, Braids, Bradford, Braga, Brampton, Brandon, Brantford, Brasilia, Bratislava. It's like Brazil with Slovakia. Bratislava, Brunswick, Brazzaville, Breda, Bregenz, Brella, Bremen, Bremerhaven, Brescia, Brest. I like those, Briancon, Bridgehampton, Bridgeport, Bridgetown, Brigantine, Brighton, Brindisi, Brisbane, Bristol, Brixton, Brixental, Brno, Brookings, Brownsville, Bruges, Brunswick, Brussels, Bucharest, Budapest. Tell me who the best is. Budva, Buenos Aires, Ruffalo, Bujumbura, Bukittingin. Okay, yeah, I probably didn't. Wait, I just want to pronounce one more time. Bukitingi. Burbank, Burgas, Burlington, USA, Burlington, Canada, Burnt Pine, Burton, Butte, Buxton. Down with the bees. Cabo San Lucas, Cadaqués, Cadiz, Caen, Cagliari, Cagnes-sur-Mer, Cranes, Cairo, Calabona, Caldor, Calamilor, Calarajada, Calais, Calela, Calgary, Cali, Calistoga, Caloundra, Kelp, Caltancinetta, Calvi, Cambridge, UK, Cambridge, US, Cambrils, Camden, Campbell River, Campinas, Campo Basso. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. Can Pastilla, Can Picafort, Canacé, Canberra, Cancun, Cannes, Cannon Beach, Canterbury, Canton, Canyamel, Cap de Pera, Cape Carnaveral, Cape Coral, Cape May, Cape Town, Capitola, Captiva, Caracas, Carbonia, Carcassonne, Cardiff, Carlisle's, Carlsbad. Jeez, this Carl guy was really bad. The name after him. Caramel by the Sea, Caroline Beach, Corova Beach, Carpi, Carpinteria, Carrara, Carson City, Cartagena, Colombia, Cartagena, España, ¿vale? Casablanca, Caserta, Casper, Cases, Castellón de la Plana. Sorry why I said that so weirdly. Casterroto, Castletown, Castries, Caswell Beach, Catania, Catanzaro, Caxias del Sul, Cayenne, Cebu City, Cedar Island, Cedar Key, Cedar Rapids, Selle, Cervinia, Casena, Tsetsky Krumlov. I'm assuming that's like somewhere in Russia. Sesmi, Sedtinge, Ceuta, Chaloclam, Chamonix, Chandler, Tanai, Charleroi, Charleston, West Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, Charlestown. Oh, Charleston, West Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, Charlestown. Charlotte, Charlotte Amalie, Charlottetown. Chartres, Chatham, Chattanooga, Towing, Chelmsford, Chemnitz, Chennai, Cherbourg, Chesapeake, Chester, Cheyenne, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Chiavari, Chicago, Chichester, Chicavlo, Cheti, Chincoteague, Chioggia, Chios, Chisinau, Chiosengmon, Chokolosky. Let's do a little time check, okay? I forgot what time I showed you guys the time, but now it's 4:52. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because my stomach is grumbling. And it's about to be troubling me in the bathroom. I might have to go poop, but I wanted to show you guys the time. You guys can pause it. I was about to show you again, but you guys can just pause it and see that. But anyways, shish kebabs. I forgot where I was. Chicago, Chichester, Chiclayo, Chati, Chincoteague, Chioggia, Chios, Chisinau, Chuengmon, Chokoloski, Chamburi, Christi Church, Christiansted, Chula Vista, Chur, Cincinnati, Ciutadella de Menorca, Civitavecchia, Civitavecchia, Clarksville, Clearwater, Clearwater Beach, Clermont Ferrand, Cleveland, Cockburn Town, Cocoa Beach, Coconut Creek, Combria, Colliore, Colmar, Colone, Colombo, Colon, Colonia del Sacramento, Colorado Springs, Columbia, South Carolina, Columbia, Missouri, Columbus, Como, Conakry, Concepcion, Concord, Conil de la Frontera, Conway, Copenhagen, Coral Springs, Cordoba, Argentina, Cordoba, Spain, Corfu, Corinth, Cork, Coro, Corolla, Corona Town, Coronado, Corpus Christi, Coralejo, Cortina de Ampezzo, Consenza, Costa Adeje, Cotabato City, Cottbus, Courchevel, Courmayeur, Courtenay, Coventry, Covington, Coxon Hole, Coyhaique, Cozumel, Crans, Montana, Cremona, Crotone, Cruz Bay, Cujo Key, Cuenca, Ecuador, Cuenca, Ecuador, Cuenca, Spain, Cuenca. Sorry, I know I speak Spanish, but is it Cuenca, Ecuador? Sorry, I don't know. I'm saying the cities, the countries. Cuenca. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's just say Cuenca, Ecuador, Cuenca, Spain. Cumana, Cuneo, Cusco. Da Nang, Dachau, Dahab, Dakar, Dallas, Damascus, Dana Point, Dar es Salaam, Darien, Darmstadt, Darwin, Daufuskie Island. Yo, that's a sick name. Daufuskie. Is that how you say it? Daufuskie Island. Daugavpils. Dolphin Island. I don't know what that face was. I'm sorry. Davos City, Davenport, Davos, Dayton, Daytona Beach, Deville, Decatur, Deerfield Beach, Del Mar, Delan, Delft, Delhi, Delray Beach, Den Bosch, Denia, Denpasar, Denton, Denver, Derby, Derry, Des Moines, Destin, Detroit, Deweese Island, Dhaka, Diamond Beach, Didim, Depe, Dijon, Dili, Djibouti, Dodoma, Dohan, Dolomiti, Superski. Okay, hold on. I have to go use the restroom, but I want to show you guys the time because my stomach is hold on. Who was it sharing it to? That was weird. Okay. Sorry. So it's right now 4:57. I am going to go use the restroom because my stomach is I'll be right back. Yo, if I fart aggressively, I will have to, mute it just so you guys understand why it's muted or you can't hear anything. Steam has over 80,000 games. I believe that a quarter of those 80,000 games have received negative reviews. Today, I will be playing a game with negative reviews. However, I have found the 5 most common negative reviews that Steam users across the board complain about the issues they had with the game. I will be figuring out if the developers have fixed the issues and if the game is worth checking out or still deserves its negative reviews. Today, we're going to be playing Backrooms No Return Prologue, a multiplayer version of the popular Backrooms game. If you don't know what the Backrooms game is, it's basically a game about exploring seemingly endless liminal spaces of interconnected rooms and hallways, often with terrifying entities lurking within. The gameplay revolves around trying to survive, escape, and maintain sanity while navigating this unnerving environment. Alright guys, let's begin and find out why this game got so much heat that a Steam user wanted their money back even though the game is free to play.
The wolf is most specialized for cooperative game hunting, as demonstrated by its physical adaptations to tackling large prey.
Police department urgently needs your help to locate Jake, a 25-year-old male who has gone missing.
I'll wait for you in the alley in 5 minutes.
That was probably one of the vaguest intros I have ever seen in my life. I start off in what appeared to be my house, and as I began to explore it, I noticed something about the kitchen's design that made me think the person who designed this kitchen either had never seen the inside of a house before, or is a complete genius for creating one of the most effective setups to complete all your kitchen and laundry tasks in the best possible way. Anyways, after I was done exploring, I decided to leave my weirdly set up house and go to a questionable alleyway, where I got into the back of an even more questionable van and rode into the night. I arrived in what appeared to be a locker room. I picked up my trusty flashlight and explored a facility that seemed to be super high tech, eventually entering a pod-like room that teleported me into the back rooms. I'm sure by now you guys may have noticed this computer data reader thingamabob that I got up here. So let me introduce the second negative review on the list. I'll be covering the first negative review at the end of the gameplay. I need to play the whole game first to get the full result. Anyways, the second negative review on the list was low frame rate, 20 frames per second. Game is horribly unoptimized. Even with the settings as low as possible, I still can barely get like 20 frames per second. I saw tons of people claiming the frame would drop as low as 20 frames per second, making it look like a PlayStation 1 game. I set up a frames per second reader to monitor the game's performance during the entire gameplay session. Also, to make sure I was pushing the game to its limits, I set the game to the epic settings, being the highest settings in the game. So with this, I'll find out at the end if the frame issues was fixed or not. And so I went on my way. After exploring many empty, liminal, spooky rooms, I came across this particular door. Next to it, I found a camera and saw this. This would present the third negative review on the list. People in the comments were roasting how incredibly easy the puzzles were in this game. Yo, this game is really something. Me and my homie were trying to put the camera away for 50 damn light years, and even the door code, I just guessed it because it was too damn stupid. I don't know where to start. In my honest opinion, the game was too easy. I did all the small tests and puzzles way too easy. Only interactivity is holding W in 2 puzzles, which somehow both involve just taking educated guesses on the solution. And well, they weren't wrong about it. The first puzzle I encountered was a 5-digit code, which I was able to figure out within 30 seconds. It was a simple sound-based puzzle, and after messing around with it for a couple of seconds, I was able to open it. While exploring the room I had just opened, I came across a computer, and when I interacted with it, I found the second puzzle, which was another 5-digit code. After interacting with the computer, I found myself trapped, unable to escape the puzzle screen. I pressed every button on my keyboard, but nothing happened, leaving me stuck. I wanted to back out of the screen to look around, thinking the number code would be spread around the room and needed to be found, but I couldn't. I noticed I had 5 attempts. I figured I could fail the 5 attempts so I could back out of the puzzle and try and search for the room. But as I attempted to fail by putting in random numbers, I solved the puzzle in 4 attempts. I honestly think if I punched my keyboard, I could have solved it in 2 attempts. I solved whatever this puzzle was. So it seems the dev did not attempt to change the difficulty of the puzzles, failing to fix the problem players were complaining about. Looks like an L for the dev. After all that, I went on my way. After taking some stairs that led me down into a dark stairwell, setting a horror mood of sorts for the first time and forcing me to run through a dark hallway because it was kinda spooky, I came across a 3-hole wall that would lead me into an unforeseen horror. Well, not really, but it kind of spooked me, and this is where the 4th negative review on the list came into play. Gamers recognize backroom games as games where horror vibes and great jump scares are to be expected. However, players agreed that it failed to deliver and claimed it lacked a horror element. There were 0 jump scares, and the water is 10 out of 10. Only 1 jump scare with the lowest graphics I've ever seen. Please don't install, it's a waste of your lifetime. This game is not worth 20 minutes of your life. You would think that this horror game would have a lot of jump scares, but no, this whole game there's only 1 jump scare and it isn't even scary. Low-key, I would rather be trapped in a room with Diddy than play this trash ass games. Negative 1,000 out of 10. That guy needs maybe a little help if he wants to hang out with P. Diddy rather than play this 20-minute game. After the encounter with what appeared to be a naked man that jumped at me, that was it. The monster was never to be seen, and nothing happened afterward. Also, it was the only horror moment the game offered throughout the whole demo, or prologue. This confirmed that the negative review deserved to remain a negative review. After figuring out this weird maze, that was the end of the prologue. This left me feeling disappointed with what I had just played, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Alright, the 1st and 5th negative reviews on my list, which I decided to save for last, are that the game crashed frequently. Let's clear out the first one. I did not experience the game crashing, not even once, so it looks like the dev fixed the crashing issue, so that's a W for the dev. Side note, to clear the 2nd negative review on the list, okay, just so you guys know I'm not cheating or anything, it is 5:05 as you see on the screen, and now it's 5:05 on my phone. So here we go, let's continue. Also, I'm sorry about the video of me in the bathroom. I just wanted to make sure I'm not cheating. Oh my goodness. Here, the ones that I do remember. I'll start back with the ones I remember. Deweese Island, Dhaka, Diamond Beach, Dadim, Dieppe, Dijon, Dili, Djibouti, Dodoma, Doha, Dolomiti Supriski, Dordrecht, Dordrecht, Dorpgestein, Dortmund, Dothan, Douala, Douglas, Dover, Delaware, Dover, New Hampshire, Dresden, Dubai, Dublin, Druvonic, Duck, Duisburg, Duluth, Dumaguete, Dumai, Duncan, Dundalk, Dundee, Dundalk, Dundee, Dunedin, Dunkirk, Durham, UK, Durham, US, Dushanbe, Dusseldorf, Duzazdi. Okay, done with the D's. East Atlantic Beach, East Hampton, Eastbourne, Eastport, Eaton's Neck, Eau Claire, Edgartown, Edinburgh, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, a little fancy there, Edisto Beach, Edmonton, Eliat, Eindhoven, El Nido, El Paso, Elche, Elizabeth, Elko, Ejmau, Elm, Emerald Isle, Empuri Brava, Encinitas, Engelberg, Englewood Beach, Enna, Enschede, Epinal, Erfurt, Erie, Erling, Esbjerg, Espaiskilly, Eswoira, Essen, Estepona, Etrata, Eugene, Eureka, Evansville, Everett, Everglades City, Exeter, Eze. Wow, the E's were pretty short. F's. Faiza, Fairbanks, Facaofo, Falmouth, Famagusta, Fano, Fargo, Faro, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Fermo, Fernandina Beach, Ferrara, Fethia, Fez, Faberbrunn, Figure 8 Island, Filsmose, Finale Liqueur, Fisher Island, Fiumicino, Flagstaff, Flane, Flint, Florence, Alabama, Flores, Foggia, Folgardia, Folly Beach, Fontana, Forest Beach, Forley, Fort Bragg, Fort Caswell, Fort Collins, Fremont, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers Beach, Fort Pierce, Fort Smith, Walton Beach, Fort Wayne, Fort Worth, Fort de France, Forte de Miami, Foz do Iguacu, Frankfurt am Main, Franklin, Fredericton, Frederiksted, Freeport, Freetown, Framburg, Fremont, I don't remember how to say that, Fresno, Freeburg, Fripp Island, Frisco, Frogmore, Frosinone, Fuengirola, Fujairah, Fukuoka, Japan, Funafuti, Funchal. Okay, the first column down. Is there more F's or are we done with the F's? We're done with the F's. We're down with the G's. Gaborone, Gainesville, Galtor, Galveston, Galway, Gandia, Garden Grove, Garland, Gadamoa, Gastonia, Gatineau, Gaza City, Gdansk, Gandia, Geelong, or Gelong, Gelsenkirchen, Tenava, Genoa, Georgetown, Cayman Islands, Georgetown, Malaysia, Georgetown, Georgetown Ascension Island, Ghent, Gyon, Gilbert, Gillette, Girona, Gitega, Giza, Glasgow, Glendale, Arizona, Glendale, California, Gloucester, Gold Coast, Goleta, Gloucester, Gold Coast, Goleta, Gorizia, Gozwa, Gothenburg, Göttingen, Gouda, Granada, Spain, Granada, Nicaragua, Grand Forks, Grand Island, Nebraska, Grand Island, New York, Grand Junction, Grand Prairie, Grand Rapids, Grand Prairie, Grand Prairie, Grand Rapids, Grande Prairie, I think, Granville, Grasse, Great Falls, Greeley, Green Bay, Greensboro, Greensville, North Carolina. I think that's where Mr. Beast is from, right? No, is it north or south? Fuck. Greenville, South Carolina. Grenoble, Grindelwald, Groningen, Rosari, Grosseto, Grover Beach, Gstad, Guadalajara, Mexico, Guadalupe, Guangzhou. Sorry, I think that's China, right? I mispronounced that. Guatemala City, Guayaquil, Guelph, Guimares, Gulf Shores, Gulfport, Gustavia, Harlem, Haifa, Hakahau, Half Moon Bay, Halifax, Halle? Hell? How? I don't know how to say that one. Hamilton, Bermuda. Hamilton, Canada. Hamilton, New Zealand. Hampton. Hampton Bays. Hanford. Hangzhou. Hanover. Hanoi. Harer. Harbor Island. Harbor Isle. Harbor Town. Hargeisa. Harkers Island. Harrisburg. Hartford. Harbor Cedars. Assault. Hastings. Hatrin. Hatyai. Hatteras. Hattiesburg. Havana. Heidelberg. Heidelberg. Heilbronn. Heiligenblut. Helena. Helsinki. Henderson. Heraklion. Harsegnovi. Hereford or Hereford. Hermosa Beach, where beautiful girls are at. Hervey Bay. Highleith. Hialeah. Hillsborough. Hilo. Hilton Head Island. Hilton Head Plantation. Hinterglemm. Hinterstuder. Hiroshima. Hitainau. Hoi An. Hobart. Hobart. Ho Chi Minh City. Holbrook. Holden Beach. Hollywood, Florida. Holmes Beach. Honfleur, Hong Kong. Honiara. Honolulu. Horsens, Hot Springs. Houston. Hua Hin. Hugh. Hunting Island. Huntington Beach. Huntsville. Huarhara. Harvar. Hyannis? Okay. Ibiza Town. Iloilo City. Imola. Imperia. Inca. Indian Beach. Indian Rocks Beach. Indianapolis. Ingolstadt. Innsbruck. Interlaken. Inverness. Ionian. Iquitos. Irving. Ischgl. Isernia. Isla Vista. Le Shore. Isla Morada. Isla Park. Isle of Palms. Istanbul. Izmir. Isola. J's. Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Tennessee. Jackson, Wyoming. Jacksonville. Jacksonville Beach. Jaipur. Jakarta. Jamestown. Jeddah. Jefferson City. Jekyll Island. Jenna. Jerez de la Frontera. My God, my American came out. Jersey City. Jerusalem. Johannesburg. Johns Island. Johnson City. Joinville. Jonesboro. Juan Griego. Juan Les Pins. Juba. Juiz de Fora. Oh God, I lost it. Oh no, wait. Juba. Juiz de Fora. Junei. Jungfrau. Jupiter Island. Diormala. K. Kabul. Kahului. Kailua. Kaiserslautern. Loudern? Kaiserslautern. Kalamata. Kalamazoo. Kaliningrad. Kamala Beach. Kamloops. Kampala. Kanchanaburi. Kansas City. Kansas City's Kansas. Capern. Isla Mabad. Karlovy Vary. Karl, Karlsruhe, Karen Beach, Kassel, Kastoria, Kata Beach, Kata Noi Beach, Kathmandu, Kaunas, Kavala, Kazan, Kearney, Keene, Kelowna, Kemmer, Kenosha, Key Biscayne, Key Largo, Key West, Kaulak, Khartoum, Kaiwa Island, Kiel, Kigali, Kilkenny, Devil's Hills, Kingman, Kingston, Jamaica, Kingston, Norfolk Island, Kingston, Canada, Kingston upon Hull, Kingstown, Kinshasa, Kissimmee, Kitchener, Kitty Hawk, Cache-Buette, Carlingford, Klaipeda, Knots Island, Knoxville, Kobe, Koblenz, Kolding, Kolkata, Komotini, Copper, Korkula, Koror, Kos, Koichice, Coder, Krabi, Karkau, Karlendij, Krefeld, Kirk, Kuala Lumpur, Kure Beach, Kusadasi, I was going to say Kudasai, Kuta, Kudnahora, Kuwait City, Kiev, Kyoto, Kirenia. Okay. Yo, K had a lot. Okay, L. La Ceiba, La Quiotat, La Clusaz, La Grande Mote, La Laguna, La Magdalena, La Manga, La Paz, La Plagne, La Plata, La Rochelle, La Romana, La Serena, La Seine-sur-Mer, La Seine-sur-Mer, La Spezia, La Thuile, Lax, La Bassa, Labrador City, Le Bon Bajo, Ladies Island, Lady Smith, Lafayette, Indiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, Lagos, Nigeria, Lagos, Portugal, Laguna Beach, Karachi, Lakeland, Lalipur, Lamai, La Mesia Terme, Lancaster, US, Landshut, Lansing, L'Aquila, Laramie, Laredo, Largo, Larnaca, Las Cruces, Las Palmas, Las Vegas, Latina. There's a city called Latina? What? Laurel Bay, Lausanne, Lautoka, Laval, Lawton, Layton, Le Gros de Roy, Le Havre, Le Lavandau, Le Mans, Le Port, Le Puyenvelay, Leche, Lech, Leeds, Leeuwarden, Legion, Legnano, Leicester, Leiden, Leipzig, Leipzigs, Lemgo, Leogang, Leon, Les Arcs, Les Deux Alpies, Let's Gets, Les Hooches, Les Manures, Le Lethbridge, my brain is Lethbridge, Leuven, Leverkusen, Lexington, Liebrech, Libreville, Leachfield, Lido Beach, Lido Key, Liege, Lienz, Le Paca, Le Hugh, Lille, Lilongwe, Lima, Limassol, Limerick, Limoges, Lincoln. Lincoln. Why does that one have no different countries or cities? Lindos, Linz, Lipianoy, Lisbon, Lisburn, Little Rock, Liverpool, Livigno, Livignor, Ljubljana, Ljubljana, Lloret del Mar, God, somebody in the comment section tell me how you say that. Luckmajor, Loano, Locarno, Lodi, Lodz, Logan, Logroño, Lome, London, Canada, London, UK, Londrina, Long Beach, New York, Long Branch, Longboat Key, Longport, Longview, Texas, Longview, Washington, Lorraine, Los Alamos, Los Angeles, Los Cabos, Los Cristianos, Los Gatos, Louisville, Lodres, Lutraki, Louvain-la-Neuve, Louvain-la-Neuve, Lowell, Lower Grand Lagoon, Luanda, Lubbock, Lublin, Lucca, Lucerne, Lugano, Luganville, Lund, Lusaka, Luxembourg, Luxor, Lyon. Okay, yeah. Starting with, let's... M's. Maastricht, Macerata, Machu Picchu, Macon, Madera, Madison, Medina di Campiglio, Madrid, España, Manam, Magaluf, Magdeburg, Mahon, Maicajo Beach, Mainz, Majuro, Makarska, Malabo, Malaga, Malang, Maldonado, Male, Malia, Malibu, Malmo, Mammoth Lakes, Mamoudzou, Manacor, Manado, Managua, Manama, Manchester, UK, Manchester, USA, Mancora, Mandalika, Manhattan Beach, Manhattan, Kansas, I don't know what that is, Manila, Manheim, Manasque, Manteo, Maputo, that's a bad word in Spanish, the puto part, Mar del Plata, Maracaibo, Marathon, Marbella, Marken Island, Margate City, Maria Elm, Maribor, Mariam, Marigot, Marina del Rey, Markham, Marmaris, Maracaibo, Maracaibo, Marquette, Marrakesh, Marsa Alam, Marsala, Marseille, Martigues, Masaya, Maseru, Mas Palomas, Masa, Matautu, Mataram, Matera. Okay, that just means, you know, yeah, okay. Meyerhofen, Masara del Valle, Mambabane, McKinney, Mecca, Mechelen, Medan, Medellin, Medford, Medina, Megjev, Melbourne, Australia, Melbourne, the United States, Melilla, Memphis, Mendocino, Mento, Merano, Merced, Maribel, Merida, Spain. Merida, Venezuela. Meridian, Merritt Island. Mesa, Messina, Mestre, Metz, Mexico City. Miami, Middleburg, Midland, Mijas, Milan, Milford, Millau, Milwaukee, Mindelo, Minneapolis, Minot, Minsk, Miguelon, Miramar, Miramar Beach, Mishawaka, Mississauga, Misola, Moab, Mobile, or Mobile, Modena, Modesto, Modica, Moena. My brain is shutting down. Mogadishu, Mogi das Cruces, Mombasa, Monaco City, Mönchengladbach, Monttown, Monrovia, Liberia, Monrovia, U.S., Mons, Monschau, Montauk, Monte Carlo, Monte Rosa, Montecito, Montego Bay, Montepulciano, Monterrey, Montgomery, Montlocon, Montpelier. There's two Montpeliers, but they don't say which one they're, what cities or whatever countries. Montreal, Montreux, Montrox, Monza, Moose Jaw, Moraira, Moreno Valley, Morgantown, Moroni, Morro Bay, Morzine, Moscow, Moss Landing, Mount Vernon, Mountain View, Moutier, Mulhouse, Mumbai, Munich, Munster, Murica, it's Murcia. The meme, bro. Murica. It's Murcia. Oh, God, my brain. Murfreesboro, Murter, Muscat, Mykonos, Myrtle Beach, Mytilene, Okay. Ends. Nadi, Nafplio, Nagoya, Nag's Head, Nine Horn Beach, Nine Young Beach, Nairobi, Nithon Beach, Narmore, Nanaimo, Nancy, Nantes, Nantucket, Napa, Naples, Italy, Naples, Italy, Naples, United States. I just wanted to respect the accent and the languages. Narbonne, Narva, Nashua, Nashville, Nassau, Nassau. I've seen this name in Assassin's Creed, I promise you, and I heard it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Nathan, Navarre Beach, Naxos, Nazareth, Diagema, Negril, Naifu. I feel like that's how you would say knife in Japanese. Is it? Sorry, is that racist? I don't know. Naifu. Isn't that how they say it? Fuck, I'm gonna get canceled. Nelson, Nerja, Netanya, Nevers, New Haven, New London, New Orleans, New Smyrna Beach, New York City, Newark, Newcastle, Australia, Newcastle, UK, Newport, UK, Newport, Rhode Island, Newport, Vermont, Newport Beach, Newport News, Newry, Girlmold, how do you say that? Nengerlmuth. That almost sounds like a slur. Nha Trang, Niagara Falls, U.S. Niagara Falls, Canada. Niamey, nice. Nicosia, Nijmegen, Nimes, Nyalt, Nizhny Novgorod, New Saheads, Norfolk, Normal, Norman, North Captiva Island, North Las Vegas, Northport, North Topsail Beach, North Wildwood, Norwalk, Norwich, Noto, Nottingham, Nokchot, Nomia, Novara, Novigrad, Novosibirsk, Nukualofa, Nukunonu, Nuoro, Nuremberg, Nur Sultan, Nusa Dua, Newark, Nyon. Okay. Oh. Oak Island, Oakland, Oakville, Oaxaca. And it sounds weird so in English it starts with an O, but you say in Oaxaca. It sounds weird, but it's an O. Oberhausen, Ocala, Ocean City, Ocean Grove, Ocean Isle Beach, Oceanside, Ocho Rios, Ocracoke Island. I'm thinking of dumb stuff in my head right now. Odense, Odessa, Ogden, Ohomo. Ojai, Okaloosa Island, Oklahoma City, Orbia, Oldenburg, Olomouc, Olamus, Olympia, Omaha, Omao, Ontario, Opatia, Orange Beach, Oranjestad, Aruba, Oranjestad, Aruba, Oranjestad, Saint Eustachie, I don't know how to say that. Saint Eustatius, Orem, Oristano, Orland, Orleans, Ortiz, Osaka, Japan, Oshawa, Oshkosh, Oslo, Osnabrück, Ostrava, Otepa, Ottawa, Ouagadougou, Oulu, Ourense, Overland Park, Oviedo, Owensboro, Oxford, Oxnard. Oh, that scared me. Hold on. That was gonna completely get me out. Let me just double check that was the last. Okay, yeah, we're done with the O's. Okay, moving to the P's. Pacific Grove, Padang, Paderborn, Padova, Pago, Pahao, Palanga, Palavas les Flots, Palembang, Palermo, Palikir, Palm Bay, Palm Beach, Palm Springs, Palma de Mallorca, Palma Nova, Palmetto Dunes, Palo Alto, Pamanzi, Pamplona, Panama City, US, Panama City, Panama, Panama City Beach, Papiti, Papos, Paradisky, Paraya, Paramaribo, Pariquia, Paris, Parkersville, Parma, Parnu, Paris Island, Pasadena, Paso del Tonale, Paso Robles. And let's do a little quick time check. You can see it on the screen here, but just so you guys know, I am not kidding. It is 5:38, just like it is on the screen recorder. So honestly, I have no idea how long I've been doing this. Anyways, let's move on. Pasadena, Paso del Tonale, Paso Robles, Paso Role, Patterson, Patong, Patras, Pattaya, Pau, Pavia, Paulais Island, Peel, Peguera, Pembroke Pines, Pensacola, Pensacola Beach, Peoria, Perast, Perdido Key, Paraguax, Perpignan, Perros Gurek, Perth, Australia, Perth, UK, Perugia, Pesaro, Pescara, Pescaceroli, Piratikva, Petersboro, Petra, Petrovac, Porzame, I don't know, Fenga, Petangman, Philadelphia, Phillipsburg, Phnom Penh, hold on, Phoenix, Puckett City, Piacenza, Pierre, Pine Bluff, Pine Knoll Shores, Piraeus, Piran, Pisa, Pismo Beach, Pistola, Pittsburgh, Plasencia, Plano, Playa Blanca, Playa de las Américas, Playa de Carmen, Pleasure Point, Ploidiv, Plymouth, Pilsen, Podgorica, Point Lookout, Pointe Pietre, Pointieres, Polenca, Pomona, Pompano Beach, Ponta Delgada, Pontevedra, Pordenone, Porac, Por la Mar, Port Albertine, Port Angeles, Port Charlotte, Port Anthrax, that doesn't say Anthrax, Port Andrax, Port Louis, Port Moresby, Port of Spain, Port Royal Town, Port St. Joe, Port St. Lucie, Port Townsend, Port Villa, Port-au-Prince, Port Timau, Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine, Porto, Porto Cervo, Porto Cristo, Porto Torres, Porto Colom, Porto Ferrao, Porto Fino, Porto Novo, Porto Ros, Porto Vecchio, Portsmouth, UK, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Portsmouth, Virginia, Portsmouth Island, Positano, Potenza, Potsdam, Poheva, Poznan, Puzuli, Prague, Praia, Praia de Rocha, Prato, Prescott, Preston, Pretoria, Prince Albert, Prince George, Prince Rupert, Pristina, Propriano, Protaras, Providence, Provincetown, Provo, Pueblo Visquerizo Moreno, Puerto Cortes, Puerto de la Cruz, Puerto La Cruz, Puerto Plata, Puerto Princesa, Puerto Rico de Gran Canaria, Puerto Vallarta, Pula, Punta Arenas, Punta Cana, Punta del Este, Punta Gorda. Oh boy. Pyongyang, Cuarteria, Quebec, Quetzaltenango, Quezon City, Quimper, Quito, Quigan. Okay. Almost there. Rabat, Ars. Rabat. Racine, Ragusa, Relay Beach, Rayleigh, Ramallah, Ramsey, Rancho Cucamonga, Randers, Rapallo, Rapid City, Ras Al Khaimah, Ras Serd, Rattingen, Ravello, Ravenna, Rawai Beach, Rayong, Reading, Red Deer, Reading, Redondo Beach, Regensburg, Reggio Calabria, Reggio Emilia, Regina, Rehovot, Reims, Rennes, Reno, whatever. Oh, sorry. Reno. Rethymno, Ruse, Rutledgen, Reykjavik, Rhodes, Richmond, Reti, Riga, Rejaka, Rikitea, Rimini, Rio de Janeiro, Rio Maggiore, Rishon LeZion, Rivas, Riverside, Rivera Maya, Rijad, Roadtown, Roanoke, Roca Madur, Rochester, Minnesota, Rochester, New York, Rock Hill, Rockford, Rockville, Maryland, Rockville, South Carolina, Rodanth, Rodes, Rogers, Rome, Ronda, Rosario, Roseau, Roskilde, Rostock, Roswell, Rotava, Rotterdam, Rubais, Rouen, Rovimy, Rovigo, Rovenge, Rutland. Okay, here we go. S's. Sacoma, Sapobla, Salbach, Saarbrücken, Saarbrücken, Sasfi, Sacramento, Safaga, Sag Harbor, Sagaponack, Seguevne, St. John, St. Paul, St. Petersburg, St. Bernard, St. Briwick, St. Denis, St. Maximi, Saints Marys de la Mer, Saint Etienne, Saint Jean Cap Ferrat, Saint Jean sur Richelieu, Saint Jerome, Saint Joseph, Saint Laurent du Maroni, Saint Lou, Saint Malo, Saint Paul, Saint Pierre Reunion. What, they get back together or something, or what? Saint Pierre, and Miquelon. Saint Tropez, Salamanca, Salem, Oregon, Salem, Massachusetts, Salerno, Salinas, Salisbury, Salou, Salt Lake City, Salta, Salter Path, Salvador, Salvo, Salzburg, Samana, San Angelo, San Antonio, San Bernardino, San Clemente, San Cristobal, San Diego, San Fernando, San Francisco, San Jose, Costa Rica, San Jose, USA, San Juan del Sur, San Lorenzo, San Luis Obispo, San Marino, San Mateo, San Miguel, San Pedro de Atacama, San Pedro Sula, San Rafael, San Salvador, San Sebastián, Sana, San Bridge, Sanford, Sanibel Island, San Remo, Sant Antonio de Portmany, Santa Ana, USA, Santa Ana, El Salvador, Santa Bárbara, Santa Clara, Santa Clarita, Santa Cruz de la Sierra, Santa Cruz de la Tenerife, Santa Eularia, Santa Eularia de Desrío, Santa Fe, Santa Lucía, Santa Margarita Leguire, Santa María, Cape Verde, Santa María, the U.S., Santa Mónica, Santa Pola, Santa Ponza, Santa Rosa, Santa Tecla, Santander, Santaí, Santiago, Chile, Santiago, Dominican República, Santiago de Compostela, Santo Domingo, Sanur, Sao Paulo, Sao Tome, Sapporo, good beer, Sarajevo, Sarasota, Saratoga Springs, Sarnell, Sarivia, Sariat La Caneda, Saskatoon, Cesari, Salt, I don't know what STE is, Salt Street Mary, maybe Street, Saumor, Sausalito, Savannah, Savona, Savu. Hold on. Schaffhausen, Schenectady, Schaldming, Sherwin, Schwerin, like she wearing them clothes, or she wearing that? Scottsdale, Scranton, Sea Island, Sea Isle City, Seabrook Island, Seal Beach, Seaside, Seattle, Sedona, Seafeld, Segovia, Semarang, Semiak, Seoul, Chevalier, Sete, Seville, Shanghai, Sharjah, Sharm el Sheikh, Sheffield, Shell Point, Shelter Cove, Shenzhen, Sherbrooke, Shinnecock Shinnecock Hills. Sorry, I'm very mature. I apologize. Ship Bottom, Shreveport, Xiaolia, Xiaoliai, Siebenek, Side, Siem Reap, Sagan, Sienna, Siesta Key, Sinaukville, Sinu, Singapore, Singaraja, Sion, Show City, Shao City, Shao Falls. I don't know how to say that. Sermione, Sigas, Skitaus, Skopje, Sochi, Sofia. Solden, Seoul, Sojer or Soler, Solothurn, Solvang, Sondrio, Sopot, Sorocaba, Sorrento, South Beach, South Bend, Southampton, UK, Southampton, New York, Southern Shores, Split, Spokane, Springdale, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Massachusetts, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Oregon, Springs, St. Albans, St. George, Bermuda, St. Pete's Beach, St. Albans, St. Anton, St. Augustine Beach, St. Catharines. I was gonna say St. Catharines. Yeah, my brain's shutting down. St. Cloud, St. Gallen, St. George Island, St. George's, Grenada, St. John's, Antigua, and Barbuda, St. John, Canada, St. Louis, St. Moritz, St. Petersburg, U.S. Why did they have to clarify that? I guess the city in Italy or something, right? St. Petersburg. There's I don't know. St. Simon's Island, Stanford, Stanley, Stavanger, Steinbach, Stillwater, Stinson Beach, Sterling. Sorry, I just see Stinson's Beach and I just wanted to say, dang, Barney is so good from How I Met Your Mother. Barney from How I Met Your Mother was so good that they named them after they named a beach after him. Sorry, Sterling, Stock Island, Stockholm, Stockton, Stoke-on-Trent, Stone Harbor, Strasbourg, Strathmere, Stuart, Stuttgart, Sucre, Sudbury, Suez, Sukhothai, Sukhumi. That sounds like suck me. Sullivan Island, Summerside, Sumter, Sutherland, Sunnyvale, Sunset Beach, Sunshine Coast, Superior, Surabaya, Surf City, New Jersey, Surf City, North Carolina, Surrey Beach, Surrey, Suva, Sveti Stefan, Swansea, Sydney, Australia, Sydney, Canada, Syracuse, Italy, Syracuse, USA. Sorry, how do you say that? Zazazine, bro, Zizazine. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. Okay, starting with T's. Sorry, moving on to T's. Taba, Tacoblan, Tacoma, Tagbilaran, Taipei, Tallahassee, Talon, Tampa, Tampere, Tamworth, Tangier, Taormina, Taranto, Tarifa, Tarragona, Tartu, Tashkent, Tauplitz, Tauranga, Tavira, Tbilisi, Tegucigalpa, never, Tehran, Tel Aviv, Temecula, Tempe, Tepukamarai, Teramo, Termate, Terni, Denton Village, Texarkana, Arkansas, Texarkana, Texas, The Bottom, wish I was there, the Hague, the Valley, the Wild Woods, the Woodlands, Thessaloniki, Thimpu, Dhangsala, Thunder Bay, Tignes, Tijuana, Tilburg, Timmins, Tinos, Tirana, Tivat, Tivoli, Tokyo, Toledo, Spain, Toledo, United States, Tuele, Toowoomba, Topeka, Topsail Beach, Toronto, Torre del Greco, Torre del Mar, Torremolinos, Torrevieja, Torshavn, Torun, Tosa de Mar, Toulon, Toulouse, Tours, Townsville, Trani, Trapani, Treasure Island, Trenton, Treviso, Trier, Trieste, Tripoli, Trogir, Trois Rivieres, Tromsø, Trondheim, Trouville-sur-Mer, Troyes, Truckee, Trujillo, Tucson, Tuerera, Tui, Tulsa, Tullum, Tupapati, Thorin, Turku, Tuscaloosa, Twin Falls, Two Harbors, Tybee Island, Tyler. Okay. You. Ubad, Udin, Udon Thani, Ukai, Ulaanbaatar, Ulcinch, Omagh, Upper Grand Lagoon, Uppsala, Urbino, Urubamba, Ushuaia, Utica, Utrecht. Vaduz, Vitape, Valdelsere, Valdifasa, Valgardena, Valtorrens, Valencia, España, Valencia, Venezuela, Valencia, California, Valladolid, Valdemosa, Valle Izarco, Vallejo, Valletta, Valparaiso, Vancouver, Canada, Vancouver, US, Varanasi, Varese, Varna, Vahen, Van, Vejle, Vejle, Velikie Novgorod, Velike Novgorod, Venice, Italy, Venice, United States, Ventimiglia, Ventur City, Ventspils, Ventura, Verbania, Verbier, Vercelli, or Vercelli, Vero Beach, Verona, Versailles or Versailles, Vevey, Viareggio, Vivo Valentia, Viborg, Vicencia, Vichy, Victoria, Canada, Victoria, Celeste, Victorville, Vienna, Vientiane, Vigan, Vigo, Vitamora, Villano Beach, Valak, Villefranche-sur-Mer. Is that French? Villeneuve, Vilnius, Viña del Mar, Virginia Beach, Visalia, Vertebro, Victoria Gasteiz, Vladivostok, Volos, Vrarsar. Okay, almost there. W. Waco, Wainscott, Wakefield. Let me read that again. Waco, Wainscott, Wakefield, Wanches, Warsaw, Worth, Washington, D.C., Watermill, Waterford, Watertown, Watsonville, Waukegan, Waukesha, Waves, Wellington, New Zealand, Wellington, U.S., Wengen, Weno, West Hampton Dunes, West Lafayette, West Palm Beach, West Wildwood, Westerndorf, West Hampton Beach, Westminster, Weston, Westminster, Weston, Wheeling, White Plains, White Horse, Wichita, Wichita Falls, Waysbade, Wildwood Crest, Wilkes-Barre, Wilmstead, Williams, Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, North Carolina, Winchester, Windhoek, Windsor, Winnipeg, Winslow, Winston-Salem, Winterthur, Wolfburg, Wollongong, Wolverhampton, Woodburn, Worcester, Worcester, UK, Worcester, US, Worthing, Wrightsville Beach, Wroclaw, Wuppertal, Wurzburg. Y. Yakima, Yamoussoukro, Yande, Yaren, Yekaterinburg, Yellowknife, Yerevan, Yogyakarta, Yokohama, Yonkers, York, UK, York, US, Youngstown, Yuma, Z, Zadar, Zagreb, Zakopane, Zamboanga City, Zanzibar, Saragossa, Zelmz, Zelmziller, Zermatt, Zuck, I don't know why is it Zuck, Zug, Zurich, Zwickau, Zwolle. Okay. Let's look at the time. It is 6:08. I honestly don't know when I started this challenge, but that's all the cities according to this page. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if I missed any. If you made it to this end, just let me know if I missed. I'm tired. I think I'm going crazy. Okay. I have nothing to say.